If you needed final proof as to why Arsenal were right to nudge Arsene Wenger towards the exit door, take a look at today's Premier League table. The club has 63 points, the same number as their final tally last season under the Frenchman, and there are still 7 games remaining. Aaron Ramsey scored the opener as Arsenal beat Newcastle United 2-0. Alexandre Lacazette sealed it late on with a smart chip. Unai Emery's team rattled off their 10th successive home league win, something not even the brilliant Invincibles team managed under Wenger 15 years ago, and Arsenal have now leapfrogged Tottenham and moved into 3rd place. A shiny new stadium is finally complete in the other part of North London, but it looks as though Arsenal are on a mission to make sure it hosts Europa League football. Ironically, the Emirates could be the only place in London where you will be able to see Champions League action next season. Aaron Ramsey, of course, will be playing in the competition but in the black and white stripes of Juventus. Playing against a team with similar shirts, he scored against his 20th different Premier League team after having a strike harshly chalked off earlier in the first half before Alex Lacazette scored towards the end. Understandably, Ramsey's performance was a source of frustration for some of the home fans, as they will be wondering how the hell the club are allowing him to leave on a free transfer. After needing treatment, Ramsey was replaced midway through the second half by Mohamed Elneny and rightly received a terrific ovation. For large parts, despite the narrow scoreline, Arsenal were creative and played with bags of energy, and even Mesut Ozil broke sweat. Newcastle still made their hosts work exceptionally hard for the victory. Rafa Benitez's side, whose current record is similar to last season, still need that one win to be sure of safety, but it will come. Arsenal, who last won 10 in a row at home in 1998, must now play 5 of those final games away from home. And while they are not always pleasing on the eye, certainly not by Wenger standards, it appears a backbone is gradually appearing in this team. Unai Emery's Arsenal are now up to 3rd in the league. There was one downside to the game as Aaron Ramsey came off injured in the second half. Arsenal had found themselves with an unexpected spring break, and this was their first game for 2.5 weeks after dumping Rennes out of the Europa League. Yet they were not at full strength as Laurent Koscielny was sidelined with a bruised foot, while Granit Xhaka was out with a groin problem and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was on the bench due to a temperature. Arsenal should have gone ahead following a decent finish Aaron Ramsey, but his strike was harshly ruled out for a foul on Florian Lejeune from Socrates. Lejeune delivered some impressive theatrics following a minor pull from the Arsenal defender, and that was enough to persuade referee Anthony Taylor to award a free kick. Newcastle certainly got away with it, and some desperate defending followed as Arsenal dominated without forcing visiting keeper Martin Dubravka into too many saves. Justice was done though on the half-hour when Ramsey scored his 5th goal of the season with a goal via the bottom of the post. Alexandre Lacazette scored his 15th goal of the season. It was a decent move involving Matteo Guendouzi, Ramsey and Alex Lacazette, although it was helped by a deflection into the path of Arsenal's turn-bound Welshman who swept the ball towards the corner. Matt Ritchie delivered an outstanding headed goal line block to prevent Lacazette from making it 2-0 in first-half stoppage time. Newcastle's front line of Salomon Rondon, Miguel Almiron and Ios Perez did not have too many opportunities. Not that Alex Iwobi saw much more of the ball, and with 30 minutes remaining, he was replaced for Aubameyang. Lacazette screamed at the officials for a handball from Paul Dummett, but a penalty would have been incredibly harsh. Salomon Rondon should have done better with a big first-half chance. Aubameyang forced a decent block from Dubravka, and Arsenal were given a few nervous moments by Newcastle. Yet with 7 minutes remaining, they finally killed off the visitors just as the nerves had started to creep in. Lacazette sent a pass from Guendouzi looping into the air, but Aubameyang nodded the ball forwards with Jamal Lascelles caught out. French international striker Lacazette then delivered a fine finish over the keeper to seal the match. It could have been 3-0 as Dubravka punched the ball into his own net, but he got lucky and a foul was given. At the end, as they celebrated victory, Arsenal fans sang numerous songs mocking Tottenham. Meanwhile, Emery will now prepare for Sunday trip to Everton as they look to cement their place in the top four. And then next Thursday, they return to Europe with a nasty-looking clash with Napoli, and you would still back the Italians. But at least at home in the Premier League, the fear factor at Arsenal has returned.